This video is sponsored by Scentbird.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra and you are watching Studio Fix, the series where I tackle teeny tiny apartments under 500 square feet and show you how to make them beautiful, stylish, and organized.
You got a makeover to do, so wow, that looks stunning.
Oh my God.
Let's get started. Today I am helping Chris with her dark basement studio apartment. I have never tackled a basement before, let alone a basement studio apartment, so I'm so excited. Let's hop on a call with her, get to know her and the space.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Congrats on winning a makeover with Team AG. We're so excited about your space.
I'm excited too, really excited.
Good, I'm glad. Your space is beautiful. It gets so much natural light. I'm so excited for you that you can live in a basement and it's still as bright as it is.
I know, that door really helps.
I wanted to talk through the space with you and get to know what's working, what's not working. Okay, so let me start by asking you about your entryway, or should I say your non-entryway?
My non-entryway where there's no coat hooks or any shoe storage. Yeah, there's nothing there. I just didn't really know where to put anything. I've kind of just been putting my shoes on the edge of the platform and then hanging my coats in the closet, or I have these two little stick-on hooks in my bedroom area. But when other people come, I'm like, oh yeah, just leave your stuff there, it's fine.
You walk into those doors and you're just immediately in your apartment. There's no separation.
Yeah, welcome to my kitchen and my living room.
Yeah.
And there's my bedroom.
So some sort of separation, I feel like.
Yeah, would be nice.
I want to talk to you about the TV. Can you see the TV when you're sitting on your sofa?
No.
Okay.
You're just looking straight through the kitchen. It doesn't really work, but I don't know. If we could get it on the other wall and kind of separate the two rooms, that would be ideal.
Yeah, I think we need to rework the layout a bit. I mean, the bedroom makes total sense where it is. Obviously, we're not going to switch the rooms, but your TV will not be in your kitchen when we leave your apartment. I can promise you that.
I love that.
Okay, good. How do you use the space? Do you work from home?
I don't work from home. I work at a hospital, so I come to work basically every single day. I do have weekly survivor nights where I have 3 other people over, my girlfriend and then another couple that we hang out with.
That's so fun.
But yeah, I just kind of plunked the couches there so that the 4 of us could sit and watch the TV. And those sofas were left over from the previous tenant.
Got it.
So I just left them there. They weren't mine.
And then in terms of your bedroom space, is it functioning for you? Do you have enough storage? What's your kind of vision for that space?
Where the bed is, I don't know where else you could put it, because if you put it horizontal, it would block the walkway to the bathroom.
I think it's a great spot. And I love how that half wall kind of acts as a headboard.
I don't really have any shelves.
Yeah.
So I plug my phone in at night and it kind of balances on the headboard. A lot of the time falls one of which ways. I don't think we can do a side table because I don't know where we would put it, but
something for a phone, a charger, a light maybe.
Oh yeah, a light. That would be a good one.
Okay, so your info, let's walk through it. I would love to know why you pinned the images that you did and just get to know your style a bit more. I'm seeing a lot of green.
Yeah, it is my favorite color. Cozy vibe is my biggest thing. I do kind of the woody look. I think that looks really cool.
So natural elements?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd love any bright colors like bright pink or bright blue or anything like that. I kind of like the duller colors.
More calm earth tones.
Yeah, more on the neutral side. I like the idea of plants. That's a big one. However, I'm not very good at keeping plants alive. So if there was plants, maybe fake plants would be good.
Okay, I think that's it from me. Thanks so much for jumping on this call. And it was so nice to meet you.
Thank you. I'm so excited. This is crazy.
And I will see you on reveal day, which sounds really crazy, but I'll see you once we reveal the space to you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Yes, you too. Bye.
I want to make Chris's space feel cozy, warm, inviting, and scent is such an important way to create a mood and a vibe in a space. This is true in your home, but also in personal fragrance as well. That is why I'm really excited to be using Scentbird. Scentbird lets you choose a new designer fragrance to try every month for just $17. Every month you get to pick what you want to receive, so there are no surprises. Full-size bottles of luxury fragrances can cost over $150, and and sometimes up to $500. With each fragrance, you'll get a 30-day supply so you can try them out before committing to a full-size bottle. Scentbird carries brands like Prada, Gucci, Versace, as well as indie labels like Skylar, Heretic, and Confessions of a Rebel. The perfume comes in this cute case and you get a generous amount. I love that this case is also easy to put in my bag and travel with or have on the go, like when I'm on set doing a makeover. This month I received Beau by Lise, which has notes of elemi, tobacco leaves, redwood pine, incense, and vanilla beans. This definitely smells like cool girl takes a walk in the woods. She's got a scarf on. She loves bopping to like Taylor Swift's Red. I also received Your Majesty by Deck of Scarlet. It has notes of gardenia, jasmine, water lily, amber, and sandalwood. I feel like this is perfect for the person who loves floral scents but wants something that's a little more sophisticated and grounding and warm. I also received Sunflower Pop by Floral Street. It has notes of bergamot, Bellini Accord, honey accord, and mandarin. It smells fresh, kind of light, kind of airy. Cool girl likes the beach. Loves a charcuterie board. I loved trying out these perfumes, and I'm not someone who knows like what to choose when I go shopping for perfume, so this is a great way for me to try out new scents. If you want to try Scentbird, you can use my coupon code GATOR for 55% off your first month at Scentbird. That's just a little over $7 for your first month. Available in the US and Canada. Okay, so here's what I learned about Chris's space. It's a studio apartment, but it's really, really narrow. Chris has her laundry and her bathroom completely separate from her main living space, which is awesome. But the living space is right when you walk into the apartment. It's like you're in the living room. It's a very weird layout. The living room and the kitchen are one. There's all tile on the first floor, which actually kind of makes the apartment feel a little bit cold. Though, speaking of cold, she has the cutest little fireplace in the kitchen. It's giving me cottagecore vibes. But because the layout is so weird, the TV is beside the fridge in the kitchen. We have to take the TV out of the kitchen, like step number one. But I get it. Chris's furniture is up against the wall. There's no entryway. Her shoes are lined up all along her sliding door. This space needs a layout overhaul. Chris's inspo is very in line with a style that is very trendy right now, organic modern design. The key with this style is layering texture in a very neutral color palette. Materials like cane, linen, jute, anything that has that kind of earthy tone to it, but has an interesting texture and is visually interesting to look at. I think why so many people are drawn to this style right now is that it feels very minimal and clean and uncluttered, but it's still really cozy and warm because you're layering in all those textures and natural materials. Chris also loves pops of green, but it's like intentional hits of green, like in a throw blanket or in an accent chair, like subtle hits of green, which works really well with the style we're going for. So here is my plan for this basement studio apartment. Let's talk about layout. The TV has got to come out of the kitchen and I want to mount it on this little wall. To me, this is like a no-brainer. The TV was made to be on that wall. I want to hang it so it's not taking up any floor space. The stairs would be inhibiting a media unit anyways, so we'll put it up there and make it look really seamless. I want the back of the sofa facing the door, and I want to create a little entryway. I found this room divider on IKEA, and I think it is going to be a really great way to create a bit of a divide. Chris needs storage for her shoes and her jackets, so I want to maximize vertical wall space and put this shoe tree against the wall. In the bedroom area, I'm really excited about using this bed from IKEA, really affordable. I want Graham to stain it with white stain. I want to make the bed feel just a little bit more elevated and custom. And then I want to use an IKEA shelf and create a headboard because there's no space to put a side table up here. So I want to give Chris a functional headboard space. Because the bed only fits in this spot up on the bedroom level, we're left with this kind of awkward space on the other side of the room. I want to bring in a console table. I found this one from Article, which feels very modern and organic. And I want to turn this into a vanity for her. Let's talk about texture. I want to bring in lots of natural elements, a faux olive tree. It is a basement after all. This beautiful 3D art print made from plaster. There's a regular shaped mirror. This beautiful wall hanging that is art, but again, so textured and very organic feeling and looking. And then I want to bring in those hits of green through throw cushions and a beautiful green quilt. The kitchen was just recently renovated and it is in such good shape. And I feel like that organic modern style is kind of there in the backsplash, on the white neutral cabinets. So we're not touching the kitchen except, of course, for the millionth time, taking the TV out of that awkward corner. And the last element I want to put in this space, I want Graham to DIY a beautiful, organic, modern feeling coffee table. I kind of approached him and was like, just run with it, like do whatever you want. The only parameters I asked him to stick within were that it should have an interesting shape, lots of organic texture, and then maybe a modern top like a piece of glass.
Okay, so Graham is down in the workshop working on Chris's coffee table, and he invited me down to cut some glass. So
break some glass.
Break some glass.
That was enticing to me. I hope I get to break.
You were excited.
Yeah, I'm like, feel glass. I'd love to break some.
Let's go break some glass.
Whoa!
Pretty cool sphere.
It is though, it looks like we're at NASA. This is basically what it's gonna look like. We have a piece of glass and Graham and I are we're gonna make it this really cool art shape. So Graham brought this piece of glass to the workshop. He had it in his dad's garage for months. Gord, I think, was really happy to get rid of it. And we need to cut it down to size so it fits in Chris's space comfortably, but we also want to make it an oval shape. Graham is drawing out where we are going to be scoring and breaking the glass.
If you're not hearing that sound, that's not cutting. This is a pistol grip glass cutter.
A little bit terrifying.
Yeah, it's a little scary. This is scary.
I don't like when you think things are scary.
Well, you only got one shot here, so.
One shot, one opportunity.
I'm like really scared.
How are
right
you
now.
feeling?
I'm scared, but you know what I think I need is gloves.
Okay, so you're clamping so it's safe.
Clamping so that the wood is flush to each other. Right on the fracture point.
The fracture point?
The fracture line.
Are we gonna hit it?
You're gonna grab, no. No, hitting it makes it break.
Shatter.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna grab 2 clamps, you're gonna grab 2, and Dave will hold down on the corner. We're just gonna pull back at the same time. Rotating.
When you
from
say
down here.
pull back,
Like we're gonna go like
hard?
this. Not hard, just slowly, and like very gradually.
He's in like
Or right.
full dad mode right now.
3, 2, 1.
Graham, I hate it.
1, 2, 3. Wait, is this tempered?
What does that mean?
Let's just explode.
Graham? I don't think I want to partake. This has been such a slice.
Yeah,
but-
it should have broke like a lot easier.
Yeah, that was so anticlimactic.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, alternatively, we do have that black piece of glass.
Yes, that would be cool. Where is that from again?
That's from the garbage too.
I have to say, breaking glass is like not something I feel super confident or comfortable doing. I'm gonna go back upstairs, do some work, and leave Graham and Dave to it.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Tempered.
tempered glass. At least we got it on camera.
We have to sort out a new top, so let's move on to the base of the coffee table. For the rectangular base, Graham built a box out of 5/8 of an inch scrap plywood. He wanted the base to be kind of built around the glass top, so he created a little ledge in the box using a jigsaw for the glass to sit on, and secured the pieces together using wood glue and a brad nailer. He fluted the sides of the base using 1-inch diameter half-round hardwood dowels. He bought regular 1-inch diameter dowels and cut them in half to give this effect. He then cut them down to size using a miter saw. He left large gaps in between the half-round dowels to give it more of a wavy effect. He then secured the dowels to the box using a brad nailer and wood glue. He caulked all the seams and cracks in the box to make it nice and finished looking. Now let's talk about the other leg, this beautiful sphere base he's making. For the ball base, he cut out varying circles from scrap plywood. We knew that we wanted the coffee table to be 18 inches tall. Therefore, the diameter of the wood sphere would need to be 18 inches wide. Knowing this, he made sure to give himself much more material than what he needed to carve down, just in case his calculations were off. The widest circle he cut out was around 21 inches in diameter, and then he cut out smaller circles until he got a rough block of wood that, when stacked, resembled an oval shape. He glued all of the pieces together with a lot of wood glue. He used a brad nailer to prevent the pieces from sliding around until the wood dried. Once he got all of the pieces glued together, he attached some clamps to the block and tried to clamp the pieces together the best he could for maximum hold. This next part is so cool, you guys. Pay attention. Once the glue dried, he created a router jig that would carve a perfect sphere from this block of wood. I'm gonna pop up the inspo he was working with. This is so cool. The jig consists of a free rotating wood frame within a wood frame that a router is attached to. You attach the wood block to the interior wood frame so that it can rotate on its x-axis, while the interior wood frame will rotate the wood block on its y-axis. We're doing math here. Don't know if I love this, but visually you should be able to understand. The router is attached to the top of the exterior wood frame, and slowly but surely, as the depth of the router changes, the more wood you're able to carve away, and you slowly end up carving out a perfect sphere. Once Graham had the wood sphere, he filled in any voids with Bondo and wood filler. He sanded it down using a belt sander, random orbital sander, and hand sandpaper. He then primed it with 2 coats of primer. Next, Graham is using pre-mixed concrete and added a bit of sand to it to give it some grit, and put this all around the sphere and the rectangular base as well.
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah.
Well, this stuff okay?
Sorry.
You want to make sure you are sealing the cement with a cement sealant to prevent chipping or cracking.
Okay, so it's been a couple days. Dave and Graham decided to go absolutely rogue. And Graham has had to problem solve and thrift another piece of glass. So I'm gonna go see the item now. Neva's laughing because it's ridiculous.
I've seen that clip of the glass shattering so many times. They were excited about it.
Yeah, it's anxiety provoking. Okay, let's go. Okay, that is so cool. Whoa. Whoa! Graham, this is amazing.
I feel like this looks like olden times or like Game of Thrones.
Olden times.
You know what I mean?
I just want to kick it so bad.
It's like 80 pounds, just like you tell. Okay, you ready for this though?
This is the perfect shape.
It's like 90% perfect. Because we wanted like a flat edge. We wanted it to be more iron board shape.
Yeah, you think that you're
This is more like boogie board.
So you're gonna score it.
No.
No, no more.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna accept it.
Look at this.
I think it looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do you like my untippable camera stand?
Wait, no. Wait, this is amazing.
And I had some leftover concrete, so I just put it in.
Look.
Yeah.
Whether you want a high angle or a low angle.
Yeah.
So the idea was always to give this stone effect. You can get spray paint that will give you that effect really easily, but because we went with concrete, you already have that texture, so we're just gonna paint it or prime it.
Or do we just go straight for lime wash?
Go straight for the lime wash.
Bone?
Start with bone. Oh. Yeah, that's good, thank you.
Must be filtered Stanley Cup water.
Oh. I like how you see the concrete underneath, and if we had primed it,
It would have been too thick and
yes,
filled the-
this is so cool.
My vision was like more like terracotta vibes, right? Like
Terracotta is not the right word, right?
Travertino.
This is now skewing a bit grayer than at first when you put it on.
It's because we're doing less.
Right.
Is there a line wash that's maybe like a little bit more beige?
There's the one that's
Linen?
Yeah. Nice. Okay, let's try and not water this down at first. That literally looks like stone.
Oh yeah, that's a nice color.
That's so cool. Yeah.
That looks like stone.
Yeah, that is so cool.
The concrete is absorbing the paint, so we're gonna spray paint it for some more texture.
It's called antique copper, so it's like skewing a bit brown. We're gonna try and really lightly sponge it on the stone to get that travertine effect.
Or what if we go like from a distance?
Okay, so after experimenting with all those paints, I think we're actually just gonna go to Home Hardware and grab a textured spray paint, and Graham's gonna try that. I think it's gonna look just more organic and like natural. And I think, Graham, when you spray it, you can leave like bits of the lime wash we've already added, like showing through.
Okay.
Just to make it look really like stone. Great job.
Thanks.
Okay, we are here. It is prep day, and this apartment is so beautiful. I'm gonna give you a little tour. I know you've seen the befores, but all the furniture has been moved out. So here is what it's looking like right now. So you walk through the sliding door and you're right in the living room. Off the living room area is the kitchen. This cute little fireplace, so cottagey and cozy. Chris had her TV set up over here. We're gonna be moving it into the living room. And then up these stairs is her bedroom area with a little dresser, a window. Through this hallway is the bathroom and her washing machine. All in all, a very roomy basement, but I would say this back part is kind of perfect because you have the door separating that little hallway with the bathroom and the laundry, but then up at the front with the kitchen and the living room, there's like no divide, no entryway. So that's really what we're going to be transforming. I think we're just gonna start unboxing. We have a lot of stuff to unbox. While Alana and I are unboxing, Graham and Dave are gonna tag team, just patching any holes in the wall, doing some paint touch-ups. The space was painted a fresh white color recently, so we're just gonna be making little touch-ups. You guys ready? Team? It's like absolute crickets. Are you ready, team? Yeah! Ooh, these gorgeous cushions are from Rug & Weave. They're beautiful. Look at this one.
I'd like to zoom in on Alexandra doing the instructions.
That's flush enough.
Okay, we just need this page.
Alana and I are building this beautiful bench from Bouclair.
I'm gonna open the sofa. It's taking up way too much room. We're gonna cover it with a drop sheet. Chris has this dresser here and I think it works super well, but I wanna make it a little more custom, switching out all the knobs and changing the legs on the dresser. So we're gonna take all the drawers out, bring it into the living room area and switch out the legs. We got these legs from Pretty Pegs. They're so cool. And we have matching knobs. We are going to be cutting off the legs. Graham's gonna do that. And then use a bracket to mount these. You'll see the process.
Pretty Pegs is really awesome because they make legs for a lot of IKEA pieces. And how it works is usually you just screw off the IKEA leg, remove the bracket, and replace the bracket with one of Pretty Pegs brackets and new leg.
So because this isn't a typical piece that Pretty Pegs sells furniture for, and because we've had to literally cut off the legs, the bracket doesn't fit. There's a gap between the bracket and the furniture piece. So because it's not sitting flush, Graham just added a little wedge here. So then we're gonna screw the bracket in here, and then then screw on the leg. We're also gonna paint the wedges white so it all looks seamless. If you have an IKEA sofa or another product that Pretty Peg sells legs for, it's way easier than this.
I really wanted to reuse the dresser Chris already had. It's in awesome shape, and we are gonna make the Pretty Peg's legs and brackets work, but I wanna stress that you don't have to DIY anything. That's the point of Pretty Pegs. If your IKEA furniture piece's legs just twist off.
Nice. 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 Those legs look good.
I'm changing out all the knobs on the dresser with these matching knobs from Pretty Pegs. Yes, Pretty Pegs also sells knobs. I say this in just about every single video. You've heard this tip a million times, but I'm gonna say it again because it's one of my #1 tried and true tips. Changing out knobs can make a huge difference. Suddenly this IKEA piece looks custom and super elevated. Chris gave us the wall color before we came in to make over the space, so we are doing paint touch-ups with White Diamond by Benjamin Moore. It's time to build the bed. We are going with the IKEA Tarva bed frame. I think this might be the most inexpensive bed they sell. I love it because you can DIY it. It's untreated pine, you can paint it, you can stain it. I knew I wanted to customize the bed frame, so I actually asked Graham and Dave to stain it white, but using paint we already had in the workshop and watering it down. So Dave did about a 60-40 paint to water ratio. It gives the wood kind of this bleached effect, which I really love for the organic modern style. You can still see the knots coming through, which again is like very organic, but it looks a little more finished than just the untreated pine.
So because this partition is only big enough for a double bed, there's no room for a side table. The bed has to sit right up against the wall, so there's no room for a side table on this side. We were thinking maybe a shelf on this wall, but instead, we are going to mount a floating shelf. So it kisses the top of the headboard. It looks like all one piece, like the bed has a headboard built into it. And then underneath, there'll be space for storage. Maybe such a good spot for like luggage, like anything that she doesn't want people to see but needs to store away. Okay, they're all saying that luggage isn't gonna fit behind here, but I disagree. Graham said, yeah, it's baby luggage. We got the brackets from IKEA. You can also get shelves from them, but we just made our own. And then we bleached it this white color.
No, that's what you want.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Now for the moment of truth.
Can you imagine if it doesn't fit over here?
I would be beside myself. Oh God.
It looks a little low.
Oh God. Yes. This is such a cool solve. I feel like everyone should do this at home if you don't have room for a side table.
I would like everyone to enjoy this space. In the comments, let me know if luggage will fit in here.
A hand for reference. My small hand.
You know what you could put down here, which would be really cool? Books.
How would you get those?
I travel every day with this bag.
Okay, that'll
So,
fit.
like, you know what? You could take that on a flight.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make it luggage?
Exactly. Carry on, weekend bag.
Okay, I hear you on that.
Like, you thought luggage, you thought full-size mono suitcase.
Yeah, I was thinking a hard shell.
Okay, so now that the bed's done, I'm gonna sign off for the day. We will see you tomorrow for reveal day. Toodaloo.
Good morning, everyone. It is a new day. It's the reveal day, and I'm gonna just get started because we have so much to do. One of the biggest changes of this whole makeover is the layout, the configuration. I'm gonna show you guys, starting with the entryway, how you can create divisions in your space. Carla, look at the back.
Oh my God.
I know. I want the sofas back facing the door. That's how we're going to create a divide into the living room. I'm gonna reconfigure it a bit, but let's get the entryway tree in here. It really is great for small spaces. You don't have a lot of floor space to work with. It's like an all-in-one thing. She can hang her jackets, put a little key dish, have shoe storage here. And I'm gonna pull the sofa closer to the entryway tree, and you're gonna see we're gonna have like a little hallway, a little entryway hallway. I'm not gonna fasten this to the wall yet in case we need to make a few adjustments to the sofa, but it's time to get the rug down because I wanna see how it all feels and looks together. Woo!
Woo!
Oh my God.
What?
It's beautiful.
Oh, that's so nice.
One of the most common things I see people do is they move into a space and they put all the furniture up against walls. And this creates wide open spaces. So sometimes it's the simplest thing like using furniture, paint, or room dividers, but having the illusion or the visual divide can sometimes make such a big difference.
Okay, this is feeling really good. Love the rug, I love the sofa. I love how we have created an entryway for her, but let's hang the TV on the wall.
I knew this wall was the perfect little wall to hang the TV. She's kind of screaming for the TV to be there. I always recommend hanging a TV on a wall if you can. Just makes the space feel less cluttered and crowded when your TV is removed from the floor.
So we are going to lock this into place and cord manage later because I have some ideas of how we're gonna conceal it. But next, we're gonna bring in the coffee table that Graham made. I'm so excited about this.
Whoa.
Gorgeous. Whoa. I love how there's still organic details, like how it's not even and uniform. It looks so good. We're putting these little feet on the top of the coffee table because the glass is going to sit on top of this. Graham made this really cool ring, and so we're gonna actually sit this leg on this ring so it's extra sturdy. Okay, this looks,
Oh my God.
this look.
Here she goes. Completely not in frame. She's just gonna start talking.
And holding a drill.
This looks absolutely incredible. Again, it's just like bringing in those organic, natural feeling materials, bringing us closer to the modern organic style we're going for. So I have this room divider from IKEA. It is beautiful. It's like solid and very within this modern organic style we're working in. I had two thoughts. One thought was that we could just really drive home that we're creating a little entryway area here, but this feels kind of like, it makes me feel closed in. It's kind of clunky, like I don't want to bash into it. So then the team and I were thinking maybe we hang it from the ceiling. So you get to see the beautiful cane of the sofa, but it really creates that little hallway that I was going for originally. And I feel like there's height missing over there in the bedroom, in the living room, like there's just something missing. I want to hang 3 of these panels from the ceiling. I think it might be great if Graham can cut off the legs, but we're first gonna take it apart and then hang it from the ceiling with cup hooks. I have to make a redaction. We're actually not cutting the legs off because they're metal, but this makes this project even more DIY friendly and approachable. We're going to hang the cup hooks in the ceiling and then hang the panels from the ceiling. Cool. This is very cool, and we're not blocking any light. Like all the light can still come through, which is super key in a basement. So you guys know I love a drapey linen curtain, which would look so good in here. But because this door window situation is so large and it's all open, we have to go for blackout curtains. These are from Bouclair. I think they were blue or gray curtains up here before, so I wanted to keep them blackout, but of course make them white and change the curtain rod to match the matte black accents in this space. So we're trying to problem solve because these curtains are way too long because they have a thick blackout layer. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to use hemming tape to hem these. Then I was thinking, oftentimes blackout curtains are amazing, but then you get the flood of light coming like upwards. So if we just move the curtain rod all the way to the ceiling, she'll get like maximum blackout in here, which I think is ideal. I actually think this was such a good solve. We're blocking the light out of the top of the window and the bottom, so it truly is gonna be blackout here for her. That was a mistake that I made originally, but you can learn from my mistake. Put your curtains up high if you want everything to be really dark. When you have a room or a space that furniture has to go in a certain position, so like the bed has to go here, you're kind of stuck with the layout, which leaves us with all of this empty space. What do you do with this space? How do you make it functional, but also stylish? So I found this beautiful table on Article. I'm gonna bring it in and show you how this tiny table is going to act as a couple different functional spaces for her in this bedroom. I love how this table is narrow, but is going to give her a really great vanity space. Chris does not work from home. She didn't need a work from home space, but I thought I would throw it out there that if you guys work from home, this could be a really great desk to do that. Vanity desk combo.
Of course, every little vanity area needs a stool or a poof to sit on.
Whoa.
This poof is from Tonic Living. Obviously, if you're gonna turn this into a work from home setup, you'd want a desk chair, but I think this little vanity area is perfect.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm typing though, because
That's what you do.
I know, but it's a vanity, not a work from home space.
So like dip some makeup. There you go.
I'm like doing, I don't. Okay, let's make the bed. Chris loves green, so I wanted to add a green accent to the bed with this beautiful quilt from Flax Home. Oh, it also comes with pillowcases. Okay, perfect. Flax Home is a fully woman-owned company we love, and they have such beautiful colors. So if you're looking for new bedding for the spring and summer, I would highly recommend. Adding this gorgeous pillow to the bed from Rug and Weave. We're gonna add a few more cushions from them on the sofa. They have beautiful cushions, beautiful inserts, and a lot of them are in this earthy, organic, modern design style. Okay, to complete this little bed space, we have this beautiful bench from Bouclair. This is so luxe. Another way to bring in this organic, modern design style is with textured art like this wall hanging. Again, keeping everything in that same color palette, we're using browns, creams, whites, and touches of green. Adding a runner beside the bed. So when you're working in this organic, modern style, if you're gonna go for something neutral, again, make sure it has texture, even art. This is from Calm with a K Art Studio on Etsy. Kay is an amazing artist. You guys should go check out her store, and every piece is 3D, which is really cool. It's subtle and simple, but so impactful. Basement apartments are so dark. That doesn't mean you can't have plants and greenery. I was so afraid of using faux plants at one time because I'm just a real plant kind of gal. Like, I love thriving green plants in my space, but we have searched high and low and found this amazing faux olive tree. Could be totally real. It's from High Rustic Reach on Etsy. I've linked it down below, and I think it's gonna look so good in this corner. I've definitely done this before, used smaller scale faux greenery, but nothing this big and this beautiful. I'm also really into putting trees in spaces, like mini trees. It's just such a moment. So very happy with this find. The key when using faux greenery is to fluff all the stems, put them every which way. It makes it look more real. So I knew if we were gonna do this shelf headboard hack, we would need to come up with a clever solution for plugs. I want Chris to have a place for a little lamp, this one, a place to charge her phone. So Graham actually installed this desk power outlet. We did something very similar in Sina's apartment. It's gonna keep everything concealed. There's not gonna be like cords on the top of this. Look how cute this is, a little baby lamp. Okay, I think it's time for finishing touches. I'm setting up this console table as a vanity, placing a cozy lamp, a mirror, and a dish for her jewelry. Adding a vase to the other side for balance, and a cute candle that she already had. I'm placing a faux drapey plant in the windowsill, hanging a tote on the command hook on her dresser. Shout out to command hooks, they're so great for storage. Adding a mirror and this vase that I got in Morocco. Styling the headboard shelf with some books and this vase with some faux olive tree branches. Placing all her shoes on the shoe tree and adding a basket for mail and keys. Placing this doormat. Putting this cushion down on the sofa from Article and 3 cushions again from Rug and Weave. We want to go with an all neutral palette, but bring in texture in every single cushion I put down on the sofa. Adding a throw blanket to the side of the sofa. Styling the coffee table with a book and a green candle. We cord covered the TV cords and I'm corralling her TV items in a basket. I downloaded a photo on my phone and I'm airplaying it onto the TV as art. Finally, adding this mirror from Mirror Home Decor Art. It bounces all the light. It is time to bring Chris and her girlfriend Alicia in for the reveal. I kind of can't believe what a transformation this apartment has undergone in just 2 days. Let's bring them in. Okay, wow, I just got like crazy butterflies.
I also have butterflies.
Yeah? Okay, before you open your eyes, can you walk me through what your space looked like before?
2 really random couches.
Yeah.
It was just kind of just a random bunch of stuff all put together.
Yep.
There was no separation. You know, the TV was in the kitchen.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, let's really drive that home. The TV was in the kitchen.
Yeah, no entry, like,
Yes.
it just, yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my shit. Oh my god. What the hell?
Oh my god, I love it.
How do you even come up with this?
This is so cool.
Oh
my god.
Goodness. This is insane.
I'm gonna cry. I'm shaking. Like,
I'm
my
so glad.
This just makes way more sense
Right?
than it did before.
I can see the TV, which is huge.
This is beautiful.
Oh my god.
Holy moly.
Look at this.
This is insane.
I love the bed frame in the top of the bed. I actually have a shelf for my stuff.
I can't believe it, honestly. You guys are so talented.
Aw, thanks.
Seriously.
Thank you guys so much. You're welcome. It's such a pleasure. Oh my god.
I'm so glad you like it.
That's incredible.
I'm so glad you guys like it. Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. You can check out the links below and use my coupon code if you want to try it for yourself. I know you guys love Studio Fix. We have so many more of these episodes coming at you. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye.
They're walkie-talkies. Can you pass me one of those next again?
What's the walkie-talkie language? Oh, she's trying to talk. Please repeat over.
Right, 2319.
Copy. Neighbor over here. Just in case anyone needs to know, I'm painting this side of the wall, just so you guys know.
Copy that.